Hey everyone, welcome back to your favorite pirate crew. Today we are going to talk about Akainu revealing that he's Luffy's uncle. If you would like to see more about One Piece in our channel, please leave your thumbs up and subscribe to join our pirate crew. But pirates, before we continue with the video, I ask that you already subscribe to our channel. That way you will join our pirate crew and earn a devil fruit or master your favorite haki. It would also help our crew a lot if you leave your thumbs up on today's video, so together we can become Yonkos. Now let's continue with today's video. The pasts of the characters in One Piece have always been and always will be one of the biggest mysteries in the work of One Piece. This is because, more than the present and the future, the past has always been the main point that brings truths and revelations about the history of the work. And one of the most mysterious characters involving the Marine is Akainu, the one who, like others, seems to have a very strong connection with many other characters, such as Dragon and Garp. But after all, could Akainu be hiding something much bigger behind his facade? Does his personality and ideals have to do with his hatred for the pirates, Garp and Dragon? Could he, in fact, be hiding a great secret? Let's try to talk about all of this in today's video. Sakazuki, formerly known as his Admiral Akainu, is the current admiral of the Marine Fleet, succeeding the previous admiral, Sengoku. While he is a strong and capable leader who has done well to consolidate the power and prestige of the Marines, Sakazuki would be best categorized as extremist and highly dogmatic. He is an adamant believer in absolute justice and is relentless in upholding it, his derived motto being complete justice. He has a stern and serious disposition, is somber and expressive, and was the most ruthless of the three pre-time skip admirals. This has given him a very fearsome reputation, but what worries him most is his dogmatism, which may end up turning the Marines into a force worse than the enemies they hope to eliminate. Upon becoming the admiral of the fleet, one of Sakazuki's first decisions was to move the Marine headquarters to the New World in preparation for the new age of pirates. In the manga, Akainu was first mentioned by Nico Robin during his initial encounter with Aokiji. In the anime, he was previously mentioned by Vice Admiral Jonathan during the G8 arc, which aired after Akainu was revealed in the manga. Sakazuki is perhaps the most strident follower of absolute justice in the entire series, to the point where his extremism led his fellow Admiral Aokiji to oppose his promotion to Fleet Admiral and resign from the Marines after that effort failed. Because of his actions, Sakazuki is one of the main antagonists of the Marine Four Dark, and after his promotion, has become one of the central antagonists of the series. Despite his position as an admiral before his promotion, Akainu is willing to lie and deceive his enemies to achieve justice. So far, Akainu's manipulations have been incredibly successful, such as when he managed to trick Squad through Sengoku's master strategy, or insult Whitebeard to make Case angry enough to stop his escape attempt. Sakazuki does not see it as the business of the world nobles to interfere with the activities of the Marines and vice versa. This was proven during his confrontation with the Five Elders, where he belittles them for allowing C0 of the Heavenly Dragons to fake Don Quixote Flaming O's renunciation of the Sea Warlords, even questioning whether the Five Elders are puppets of the Heavenly Dragons. Surprisingly, Sakazuki can show caution about fighting pirates or causing disturbance in global affairs. This was seen when he did not attempt to attack Shanks when he arrived in Marineford to rescue Kobe. Also, despite Boss Alino's request to travel to the land of Wana to deal with the possible alliance of the Beast Pirates and Big Mom Pirates, he refuses, citing that Wana's military strength is an unknown factor and they are not within his jurisdiction. As Admiral of the Marine Fleet, Sakazuki commands the entire organization. The Marines respect him and usually call him Admiral Sakazuki most of the time, as opposed to his epithet. However, his relentless adherence to absolute justice made his colleagues fear and despise him, especially Aokiji, who called him a fool for taking things too far. For his part, Akainu will easily kill any Marine who contradicts his beliefs, as he executes executed a soldier for leaving his post in fear, and even made an attempt on Kobe's life for voicing his objections for taking the war too far. Akainu also showed no respect to Monkey D. Garp, despite the former vice admiral being a hero who was eligible for the admiral position because he was of the previous generation, but mostly because he shared his lineage with criminals like Dragon and Luffy. Garp, in turn, tried to kill Akainu for executing Ace and had to be restrained by Sengoku. It is unclear if this caused a new split between the two men or caused some trouble within the Marines who prefer the justice version of Garp or Akainu. Sakazuki is shown to have absolute loyalty to the world government and is an extreme follower of their doctrine of absolute justice. When Sengoku left his position as Fleet Admiral, many in the upper echelons nominated him to be Sengoku's replacement. Even though he was loyal to the world government, he was outraged when he was informed that the report delivered to Marine headquarters about Doflamingo's resignation from the 7 Sea Warlords was fraudulent. He even personally argued with the 5 elders about the matter. During this heated discussion, Sakazuki criticized how much work they issued because of Doflamingo. Sakazuki even insulted, teased, and mocked them, claiming that they had been run over by the puppets of the Heavenly Dragons, testing their limits and showing that he doesn't agree with everything the 5 elders do. After Sakazuki complained to the elders about how Doflamingo's actions would make him look like a fleet admiral, they retorted that Sakazuki's reputation doesn't matter to them. They also provoked him by bringing up the recent actions of his former colleague. However, Sakazuki did not fall for their provocations, as he told them that Kyuzen left the Marines when he became a fleet admiral and has nothing to do with them. Despite his loyalty to the world government, Sakazuki believes that the world nobles should not interfere in the activities of the Marines and vice versa. Because of this, he was outraged when he learned that the report delivered to Marine headquarters about Doflamingo's renunciation of the Sea Warlords had been falsified by C0. This caused a heated argument between him and the 5 elders, during which he accused them of being outmaneuvered by C0, referring to the organization as the puppets of the Heavenly Dragons. Because Luffy is the son of Dragon the Revolutionary, Akainu sees him as the most dangerous threat to the world, along with Ace, and has an immensely dangerous obsession with ending Luffy's life. After killing Ace and sending Luffy into a mental breakdown, Akainu pursued Luffy for the remainder of the war, insisting that he would not escape Marineford alive. To this end, the Admiral ignored all surrounding threats and focused solely on taking Luffy's life. Akainu showed frustration when Shank's intervention allowed Luffy to escape. Even though he did not take Luffy's life during the war, he managed to give Luffy a neck-shaped scar that covers most of his chest. In addition, Akainu did the one thing that no one else could do in the entire series: completely break Luffy's spirit. Akainu always refers to Luffy as Dragon's son, seeing him as a threat on a global scale based on heritage alone, and that Luffy must be eliminated at all costs. 2 years after the war at Marineford, he wasted little time sending an admiral to capture or kill him. On the other hand, Luffy has a great hatred for Akainu for killing his brother, although after learning of Akainu's promotion, he was quick to return to his old carefree attitude after a brief moment of anger. After Luffy defeated Doflamingo, Sakazuki was shocked and angered by the incident, and during a heated argument with Fujitora, Sakazuki demanded that he arrest Luffy. But is there a reason Akainu has always had such hatred for pirates and their actions throughout history, aside from them acting completely against his ideology? Could there actually be an answer to all his hatred for Luffy and Dragon, especially? We know that Luffy's family consists of several members with D in their name, and this may correlate to the ancient crew or the direct descendants of Joy Boy, an ancient legendary warrior who revolutionized the world by bringing peace and freedom. If this theory is in the correct line of reasoning, are there still other characters with D in their name that are not necessarily related to Luffy? We have Blackbeard as an example in this case, so surely there must be more similar characters. Could it be, considering Akainu's rebellious personality to all pirates, but especially to those with the D in their last name, that this is not connected? What if, in reality, he himself had the D in his name, but never agreed with their actions or ideologies, and ended up rebelling and removing the letter from his full name? And if we go even further in this theory and say that Sakazuki was not only a D, but could also be related to Luffy and Dragon, perhaps Dragon Dragon's brother, consequently Luffy's uncle, because his family is completely against his ideologies, and Garp is an embarrassment in the Marine. He has become estranged from everyone and has anger towards his brother and nephew. But would this be possible? Could Sakazuki be a D and related to Luffy? Could this justify his actions and feelings of anger? Leave in the comments your opinion about this theory. That's it, my Straw Hat Pirate. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and if you have any suggestions for a video, don't forget to comment below, because I'll be reading them all as I always do. Also, don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell so you don't miss out on any content from your pirate crew.